Just vibe with me for a moment. Just vibe with me for a moment. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, now. Alright. Okay, now. Alright. Yes. Can you feel it? We're gonna keep this thing flowing. It's poetry and motion. I know this is meant to be a reading for you, Virgo. My suns, my moons, my rising of the Virgo tribe. You probably weren't expecting me to drop into a flow like this. You're probably wondering, hey, where's the reading? It's coming a little bit late. Don't you know we have eclipse on the horizon? I know, it's okay. Relax and chill with me, babe. We'll sink right into the bay. Ships don't go anywhere. They're not meant to stay in the bay. Don't you know that a ship is meant to be out there in the middle of the sea? That's when you'll begin to see just how free you can be now. It's okay. It's alright. It's all good. You know what's going on. This is a beautiful story that we are all a part of. Soul tribe. Spiritual. Infinitaires all around me. I don't even know where this thing is going. Just want to welcome you all to the reading. What's going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome to the part 2 of the July 2018 report for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising, for anyone who just wants to hang out with the Virgo tribe. How are y'all doing today? Hope y'all don't mind me improving there a little bit in the beginning. I was listening to one of my favorite songs, which is actually titled Pisces by Zan Griffin. It's an amazing song, and I encourage everyone to go listen to it, even though it's your opposite sign. And the thing was cool that he actually made a song for every single sign of the zodiac. But Pisces is actually my favorite song, and I happen to be a Pisces moon, but yeah, I was listening to that before I got into this. You would think I would listen to your song, Virgo. Your song is actually kind of interesting, because at first when I listened to it, I was like, I don't know if this is really Virgo, but then the second time I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely you. People forget how magical you are, Virgo, because a lot of people get caught up in the fact that, oh, Virgo, you're all about the facts, you're all about the details, you're always just trying to, you're very hypercritical. But the fact of the matter is that you actually feel into so much magic. You're just trying to learn how to ground all that magic. You're opposite of Pisces. So trying to ground the totality of infinity and all of the super incredible magic is a pretty insane task to have, Virgo. So of course you have to be hypercritical and stuff. It's not that you don't believe in magic, you just feel like magic and certain things have their place within the realms. This is why you rule dragons, fairies, gnomes, Pegasuses, unicorns, griffins. Any type of mystical creature is actually, I mean, you would think that it's Pisces. In many ways it is. But Virgo actually rules over this as well, because Virgo is actually like the realms and the actual other earths that these creatures actually live in within this realm, within different dimensions of the earth with that are interwoven with this one. Virgo understands the placement of all that stuff. So I have delight for you, for your card. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. And how very proper is that, especially for you? We have a major event that we have coming up, this full Moon Lunar Eclipse. That's actually happening tomorrow. This time I'm making this, it's, closer to like 11 or so, Thursday evening, heading into Friday. And I still have, including your video right here, 8 more videos to do before the end of August. And these function as sort of like a recap of, July. These function as sort of like a recap for the energies of July, and then going into August, what you can expect. But we have, like I said, delight popping up. So this is definitely going to be a time where, you're going to be challenged. The sun is in your 12th house of Leo. So, and then, of course, you're going to have a solar eclipse in Leo, which is also your 12th house. So it's actually going to be a very, very, very spiritual time for you. A very spiritually cleansing time. And you're going to have so many different karmic connections and events that happen for you over the next 2 weeks. Things that are faded from past lives. And I'm seeing and I'm feeling even that certain patterns from past lives that go way back are going to be broken. And it's going to be broken really by you expressing yourself and having this intense joy and having this intense happiness for knowing that, yeah, you might not have all the details, even though you want all the details, but for the first time in your life, Virgo, you're not going to feel like you need to have all the details. Because this is an incredible let-go period for everyone, but definitely for you, Virgo. This is an incredible let-go period. And we have to look at, Aquarius is what? Aquarius is your 6th house, right? So this definitely has to do with, of course, your day-to-day reality. And, it's funny because you naturally ruled the 6th house. So you're definitely going to start to experience some magic in your day-to-day reality. You're going to be seeing synchronicities, and it's not just going to be numbers. It's just going to be all kinds of interesting and intricate synchronicities, but you are going to start to see numbers. Numerology is about to come big. You're going to see geometrical patterns when you close your eyes. You're going to be seeing all kinds of interesting stuff. Your day-to-day reality is going to become so freaking surreal. You're going to be wondering, like, damn, am I really on Earth? And the thing is that Earth is transforming too. And it's kind of interesting because I had drawn a card before I left for my second shift to work, and I said that was going to be Virgo's card. And the card that I drew, and I'm actually going to just go ahead and go to it and pull it back out because I still think it's applicable. It's right here. I actually got Gaia. This was like your original card. And it says, the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Gaia. So you're actually going to become more aware of the different realms of Gaia, if you aren't already, but you're going to become even more aware of it. So don't be surprised if you see fairies, dragons, gnomes, elves, unicorns. Like, don't be surprised, or you'll definitely at least hear them. You will definitely begin to at least hear them. So don't be surprised if they start coming to you and be like, oh, you were Queen of the Fairies in a past life, or you were, I don't know, you were a part of some sort of great elf and gnome war or something like that in a past life. Who knows? Like, it's going to be stuff like that you're going to be reminded of and tapping into, because with all this for you, this 12th house energy that's coming up, this is dealing with past lives as well. So you're purging a lot of different cycles from past lives and also healing a lot of these aspects from your past lives so you can really have that delight in the present moment and really begin to move forward. But let's see what else we have in your cards, Virgo. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles popping up. Alright, interesting. The 8 of Pentacles pops up quite a bit just when I'm drawing cards in general. The 8 of Pentacles seems to like to come up. But let's see what else we have in conjunction with this 8 of Pentacles. I'm just going to kind of let the cards fall if they want to fall. They actually are being rather, okay, we got one right here. It's kind of perpendicular. Oh, okay. A lot of those cards didn't want to come out. Let's get one more for this set, and then we'll continue on. Oh, okay, very good. This card popped out, and we have the card of Libra, actually. We have the card of Justice. Venus is in your sign, and Venus does rule Libra. So right now, what you're kind of feeling is that, justice is going to be served, because I think what's happening here, especially with the 8 of Pentacles, is that you've been doing things in your day-to-day life, and you've been working towards something. You've been working towards something. You've been working towards something. It's like with Venus there too, and Venus doesn't like to be in Virgo, right? But this is kind of nice for you because not only is it kind of putting this a bit of spotlight on you, and this, well, I mean, the sun's in Leo, so the spotlight is really on Leo, of course, but Venus is also kind of giving this interesting spotlight to you because it's making people more open to your energy, more open to the Virgo energy, and of course more open to you. It's like this is actually going to be a time where you can actually be critical of other people, and people might not take it so seriously as they used to do. Because since Venus is here, people are going to be more open to receiving whatever type of criticisms or advice you may have. Now, I want to caution you, of course, to be as constructive as possible. Be real with people, because there's a lot of real energy. You know, I have to consider that we have a lot of Capricorn energy. We have Uranus and Taurus. You know, we have Venus in your sign. So be real with people. And you got to remember that, you know, in less than 30 days, the sun will be coming into your sign. It'll be your birthday period. So this is actually going to be a very nice time for you to be real with people, be real with yourself, but also still embrace the magic of the everyday. Because I think what you're doing is that you are realizing that, and all other things, of course, are feeling this, but Gaia is evolving too, alongside with us. You know, we're evolving as Gaia evolves as well. So as the Earth evolves into this new 5D reality, and then that's like the first time I've said 5D on this channel, but as the Earth evolves into this 5D reality, a lot of Earth signs are going to be feeling this, and I'm feeling that Virgo, I mean we're all feeling this, but Virgo especially is going to be a sign that feels this, because what is it? Mutable Earth. So changeability. So the fact that the Earth is going through a massive transformation and is changing, you naturally are going to feel this really really intensely, really deeply, really profoundly. So really whatever types of criticisms you might have of other people, of course you want to make sure that you're not being overbearing, or you're not trying to shape anyone into what you think is best for them. But also know that since you are feeling more to this transformation of the Earth, probably more so than most other signs, that whatever you have to say for these people is probably like 90 to 95%, if not 99% true. And it's for the betterment of the evolution of the entire collective. I'm going to turn this down just a tad bit more. It's pretty loud, but that's okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor card, we have the Tower, and we have the Nine of Swords. Oh, what is going on here, Virgo? What is going on here? It seems like you're leaving behind a bad situation. I actually felt like you're kind of leaving behind a situation right before it just kind of caves out from under you. This is actually good, because the Six of Swords speaks to you leaving behind a particular situation. It could be maybe a mental paradigm that you've been in. And it's interesting with the Six of Swords in conjunction with the Emperor card, which is about clarity of vision, clarity of focus. I think what it is that you're kind of vibing in this way. It's like, oh, maybe I should back out of this certain situation. Maybe I shouldn't say quite that thing, or maybe I need to adjust the way that I think, because if I continue to do this, something's going to collapse out from under me. And I think it's like you're trying to predict this collapse with the Tower card here. And then, of course, you have the Nine of Swords, which speaks to this feeling of being trapped or being or missing opportunities. So what I see this as is that you're kind of getting this clarity of vision and this clarity of focus, and you really are going to try and predict and try to get out of a situation that could kind of collapse out from under you. Therefore, really freeing you up to do what you really want to do. Let's just cut the deck and see what we got. We have the Eight of Wands, so yep, there's definitely going to be some rapid development. You are definitely shifting into a new reality, into a new world. And this is based off of all the hard work you've been doing. You've been putting in work, Virgo. You've been putting in work. And you're ready to manifest a new and beautiful life, a new paradigm that you're really stepping into. I see that these four cards is really just the old life falling away. That's really what I see it as. it's great that we have the Emperor here too, because this does speak to some clarity of vision, and the Emperor is the card of Aries, so, you know, and Aries for you, you know, that's the 8th house, you know, so it's definitely a super transformative time for you, especially since Chiron is there, so you really are actually going through, you actually are healing your ability to transform. That's actually kind of interesting. You actually are healing your ability to transform by taking new kinds of actions that really allow your life to just begin to hyper manifest. Just hyper manifest your joy and delight. Just hyper manifest it. Let's see what else we got here. For Virgo, just like I said, this does apply for if you have your sun here, your moon, your rising. You have the King of Wands just popped up, so yeah. Definitely an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag, but I'm feeling probably Aries and probably Leo, more so. Like I said, this is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Dominant, if you just are cross-watching, if you're watching for a friend, a loved one, if you just want to hang out with the Virgo tribe, develop that energy. I'm hearing you're done with the bullshit. I'm hearing you're done with the bullshit. And Virgo, you actually have a pretty incredible ability to put up with a lot of bullshit. But I'm hearing that you're kind of done with the bullshit. You know? I'm hearing that you're kind of done with it. You're ready to really just... You're ready to enjoy your everyday life. You know? You are ready to enjoy your everyday life, Virgo. Top card of the deck, we actually have the Strength card. So, yep, the King of Wands is probably a Leo. I would say it's definitely Leo. We have the Six of Cups. Wow, so a blast from the past or soulmate connections. And we have the Fool. Wow. 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 I see this really as you are literally, okay, you are deciding to reclaim a part of yourself that you thought was lost, that you thought that you might have even given up on this part of yourself. I think what's happening here is you are embracing the energy of the Fool, and you're kind of going into the darkness a bit because, you know, with all this 12th house energy that's going on, like I said, this is the hidden zone, this is the hidden house. So in many ways, it's the house that's kind of in the dark. You know, it's behind the sun. This is... Well, at least for you, yeah. It's behind the sun. If you go off of, you know, the sun in the first house of Virgo, of course, like I said, if you know your ascendant, then you know how this really plays out. But for the purposes of that, yeah, the 12th house is the 12th house because it's behind the sun, so it's in the dark. So yeah, you are feeling the need to, you know, be the Fool and to go into the dark, but you're carrying with you this great strength. And like I said, I feel like the King of Wands here is Leo. I feel like it's Leo. I mean, it could have been Aries, and I was thinking it might have been Aries, especially considering this card, how he kind of has like this horn. But I'm feeling that it's more or less Aries. I mean, I'm feeling it's... I just said Aries, that's funny. But I'm feeling that it's more or less Leo, because you are gaining so much strength, Virgo, by learning to accept that even if you don't have all the details, the universe is going to conspire and morph itself to work in your favor. And the Six of Cups is beautiful because, like I said, I feel like you are actually going to go back and reclaim a part of yourself that you thought was lost, that you thought was done, that you didn't think you could feel that delight again. You didn't think that you could feel that joy again. This is the kind of joy, like I said, that a kid really feels when he or she really receives something that they really want, or they were really inspired by something. That kind of joy, that kind of youthful, innocent, beautiful, just, it makes your heart melt kind of joy. You're actually going to reclaim that part of yourself, and you might have yourself a damn good cry over the next 2 weeks, Virgo. And please just let it out, let it flow, because you are being whisked away by the wind. These are little dandelions, so, you know, you're kind of done with the bullshit, right? And a lot of this is kind of self-inflicted because you feel like you have to know certain things and have to know certain details. But a lot of it is people have been expecting a lot of you, Virgo. They've been expecting you to try and figure everything out. But this is really, it's time for you to leave that behind. You know, Virgo, it's time for you to really step into your joy every single day. It's time for you, literally, what you want to do, Virgo. And I'm not, of course, the proprietor of this. I've gotten this from other areas and stuff. I think it was, what's his name? Bettina Massaro. He's like a spiritual, like a really big spiritual guy and stuff. Very big influencer. But he spoke about choosing your vibration before you step out of bed. Like every day, like you just choose your vibration. I think we forget that we actually have the power to choose our vibration when we step out of bed. It's like, you don't just necessarily wake out of bed and hit the alarm and then you go and then you brush your teeth, you eat, and you go to work and you're rushing to get your clothes on. Like, I don't care if you're going to be a few minutes late to work. And I know you're kind of anal about that sort of stuff, Virgo, but seriously, if anything, just wake up 5 minutes earlier. That's all you have to do. If you have your alarm set for a certain time because you have everything kind of worked out and synchronized to where you're able to get up and you know how long you take a shower, you know how long you eat, you know how long you stay in the car before you get to work, and you clock in and you get there on time. Take an extra 5 minutes in the first part of your day. Set your alarm 5 minutes earlier or 10 minutes earlier to give yourself enough time. And just thank God. Thank Goddess, thank Gaia, thank the universe for waking up, because it's a good rising, it's a beautiful rising. And just choose your vibration and choose to step into the vibration of joy, of exhilaration, of happiness, of delight. Choose to step into that vibration. I promise you, you are going to reclaim incredible fucking power. The bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands, which means that the world is open. You can do whatever you want. You are moving forward. You are on the edge of a cliff and you are looking out at all that you can go for, all that you can achieve and have achieved, Virgo. The world is open. The world is yours. That is it for your reading, Virgo. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below too, theaquarianadepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.